What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports, coming live from my undisclosed location in the Southern California. Hey, you know how we do it. It's a big day of boxing, everybody. I mean, we got the monster fight on the top ranked card. We had the Oleksandr Usyk versus Dereck Chisora fight card. That's the fight I'm covering, but that's the fight I'm going to talk about now. And later on, in about 1 hour, we got, or 45 minutes or whatever, we got the Tank Davis fight versus Leo Santa Cruz. So it's a busy day of boxing, but I'm here to break down the Oleksandr Usyk versus Dereck Chisora fight, and I scored this fight 115 to 113 for Oleksandr Usyk, but I gave 4 of the first 5 rounds to Dereck Chisora because I like what he did. I mean, obviously Usyk is the smaller heavyweight. He is small for the division. He's about 6'3", but he only weighs about 18 pounds. And in these days in the heavyweight division, that's very small. But Dereck Chisora came in around, he weighed in about 255 pounds. And I like what he did in the early rounds. He came out, used his size to rough up Usyk. I'm talking about Dereck Chisora. And this is in the early rounds of the fight. He was cutting off the ring, bodying him up, trying to tire him out. Obviously, Dereck Chisora was trying to put out Usyk early. He wasn't trying to get Usyk in the later rounds because if the later the fight went, as you saw in the fight, Usyk had the advantage. And he also used a pretty good jab in the beginning. He was jabbing on the outside, and Chisora did the best he could. He left it all in the ring, and he has nothing to be ashamed of his performance. The only thing I didn't like about what Chisora didn't do, if he was going to tire out Oleksandr Usyk, he should have worked the body a little bit more to take the steam out of the legs, so that way in the later rounds Usyk wouldn't be able to use the ring to get away from the more larger Dereck Chisora. But here's what I liked about with Oleksandr Usyk. Obviously, in the early rounds, he was on his bicycle. He was using the ring. You could almost say he was running, but I don't consider running. I mean, if you're using the ring, using ring generalship, that's not running to me. That's just pure boxing. And also, I like he was working off the jab, sticking and moving. Obviously, Usyk's plan was to take Chisora in the later rounds, and it worked. And he used the ring effectively. He tired him out, and he even wobbled Chisora in the 7th round. But Chisora bounced back and was able to win some of the later rounds in the fight. But I scored this fight 115 to 113, and obviously I think Oleksandr Usyk is the #1 contender for one of Anthony Joshua's belts. I think the WBO belt, I think he's the mandatory, but at 6'3" with a 78-inch reach, is Usyk even big enough to even hurt Anthony Joshua? I mean, he can beat the Dereck Chisoras of the world, but I mean, obviously, I think the size of somebody bigger like Dereck Chisora obviously bothered Usyk, but I think Usyk should take at least 2 more fights against bigger guys like that. He should maybe fight a Dillian White, but we know White's tied up with Alexander Povetkin. I mean, and they're having a rematch later on next month, I think. And also, I think the fight he should take, and I think I said this on Facebook or YouTube before, he should take the Joseph Parker fight. I really think he should fight Joseph Parker. I think that's the next fight he should take. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about the fight. It's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.